Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I got a new palette, surprise surprise. It's the Tartelette Jewel palette and it's so cute. Of course it's just your everyday palette. Do you have these shades? Probably. Do you need this? Probably not. Is it worth it? Yes it is. Yes it is. I absolutely love the look I came out with. But more importantly, because I purchased it, it made me start thinking, like, when's the last time I used something Tarte? So I tried to do basically kind of a full face of Tarte. Let's see. Let's start with the bronzer. I used my Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. This, I think, ouch, was either a travel size or a sample. Take your pick. I'm not for sure. Could have been a birthday gift even. I'm not really for sure. This is the shade Feisty, which is the blush. Oh, it don't have a mirror. Okay, didn't know that, but interesting. Feisty, which is the blush that I'm wearing today. And then for highlighter, I don't know if this is still available or not, but it's Spellbound Glow. And honestly, this, hold on here we go, reminds me of the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighter that she just released. So if you have this, you may not need that, and if you don't have this and you can't get this, you may want that. So just saying on that one. For lipstick, I decided to get the Tartiest, is that it? Lip paint in, I think it's Delish is the color. I couldn't read that if I wanted to, y'all. Ain't no way in. No. And then on top, I put my, of course, love this stuff, the new Lip Plump in Tulip. So I thought those two really went well together. So I have no complaints there. And it's been a while since I've used the lip paint. Of course, I use the Lip Plump all the time. I also broke out my what is this? The Fake Awake eyeliner for my waterline. I really like that. I don't know why I don't pull that out more often. I'm just so used to reaching for the ColourPop ones that I just don't even think about it. But let's go ahead and start. The first shade I'm going to go into is Bobble. I don't know. I'm going to use that as my crease shade. But like, to me, I just like Tarte's eyeshadows. I like them for traveling reasons because, you know, they're middle range. They're not like cheap by no means. I mean, this particular palette's not much, but in general, like their Tartelette palettes, they're not cheap, but to me, for the selection, they're worth it. And I'll always say, for beginners, I feel like there's a reason Ulta's set up the way it is. They're set up in the beginning, and maybe I'm wrong, but it's got Clinique, and I feel like that may be for like my age group, maybe a little older. But honestly, I like Clinique makeup too. But then it goes into Urban Decay, Tarte, Too Faced is on the wall. At least this is the way mine is. But I feel like it's set up like that. And then it goes on back further for other things. For easeability. Like for beginners, you know? I could be wrong. It could just be that that's the marketing layout or whatnot. But I do feel like those are your brands that are going to be the easiest to use when it comes to beginners at any age. And I do like Tarte. I like their shadows, their blush. Like, there's not much I don't like from them. Possibly this mascara would be the only thing, but I'm waiting on it still. I'm waiting to see how that holds up. Alright. Then I'm going to go into the shade Stacked. And we're going to put that like where my real crease is, because I have hooded and downturned eyes. And again, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not a makeup artist. But what I will say is when I do my makeup, I don't need my makeup to work against me. I'm already doing that myself. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like with Tarte shadows that happens. I really don't. I feel like they hold their own. They last all day long. At the end of the day, they still look good. They're still there. They're still, you know, they may be a little less vibrant, but what wouldn't be by, you know, 12 hours? But for the most part, especially if I don't mess with it, they're good to go. I don't have to worry about them at all. Alright, now that I got that in there, I feel like I got it the same as that eye. It is so hard to keep these looking the same when I do one before the other, you know what I mean? But I also can't hold up all your guys' time because I'm so slow. Alright, we're going to take that same shade, stacked, and run it under the lower lash line. And I really do like that Fake Awake eyeliner. I didn't realize it until after I was done. I was like, oh, I didn't put an eyeliner in my waterline, right? And I went to grab for my ColourPop and realized I had that Tarte one and the Fake Awake, and it really is like really good for my skin tone, for sure, to make it look like it's just a like my color in a sense. But I think it'd work for almost anybody, to be honest, because it's not like stark white or anything where it's going to be like bam in your face. It's just subtle, but it's subtle enough to know the difference. You know, it's like you can see the difference though, so it's not too subtle, but it is subtle. Alright, now that I ran that on the lower lash line, let's go into the shade Lavish. And I'm just going to pat this really on my outer corner. I just want to build up a little bit of depth right here, as if I know what I'm talking about. Isn't that funny? I don't. I'm not even, so don't I, if I sound like I know what I'm talking about, I do not know what I'm talking about. Keep that in mind. Just building that up. I don't want to get it too dark. And I'm keeping it towards the outer part of my eye. I'm trying to keep both eyes the same though, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see. There we go, I think I got it. Alright, then I'm going to go back into that previous color. Oh, I was like, I'm missing a brush here. I'm missing a brush. Stacked. And then, like, my eye, I know I say this all the time, but my eyes are so different. And this one hangs down so much, like, further than my other eye. I don't, again, I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I will say that when I am playing with my Tarte shadows, again, Urban Decay, Too Faced, all of them, like, I'm putting that Lavish shade, I'm going to run it right on the lash line. I do feel like they are so easy to work with and build that it's just great for a beginner. It really is. Even though I love, like, my Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona, I have to work at that because I'm so, A, I'm scared, and B, like, I don't know what I'm doing, so it does make the eye look come out. It takes longer, and I don't think it comes out looking better necessarily. It is more boom using those shadows for sure. It's not a subtle look, but it's not like using these. I will say that. There's something to be said about these shades and these shadows. It's like it's effortless, but yet you get a look. Like, I honestly love the looks that I come up with using these palettes. I'm going to go into Precious. Oh my goodness, you all, this color is so pretty. I bet Brilliant is pretty too, but Precious, oh, wait until you see it. Ready? Are you guys ready? Look at this. Look at this shine. Again, I don't know, like, how long, and if you used your finger or sprayed your brush, I bet it'd be even more metallic looking. If you bought a palette like this, I don't know how long it would last you. Like, for me, it'll last me forever. Like, it's going to expire before I use this palette up, right? Most likely. Realistically, with the collection I have. But if you're just an everyday person, like, I wonder, I'm curious on how long this palette would last if you used it, say, Monday through Friday for work or something, because it would be worth it, I feel like. Like, I love this look right here. I love it. I would wear this every day. I really would. And not have a problem, not be mad about it, nothing. I would just wear this look every day. Not a problem at all with it. Okay, for inner corner, I'm going to go into Sparkle. And I'm going to pop that right on my inner corner. And I'm going to run it up just a little, like I sometimes do. Like that, yeah. There we go. And then just put it in my inner corner. Sort of blend it out some. I mean, look at that. Like, look how pretty that is. I mean, come on. You can't tell me this ain't a pretty look. Look at that. Alright, let's curl the lashes. I actually did have a Tarte eyelash curler and forgot about it. Because I had given it to my daughter, my youngest one. It's in her room. I could have went and got it, but I forgot about it until after I had already curled my other lash. Which, in all honesty, I could have, I mean, still grabbed it for this one. But I was scared that maybe it could curl differently. I don't think it could, but maybe. This one here is my Surratt eyelash curler. Okay, so for mascara, I do have, my favorite is And not the newest one, but the one before that. The Sea Surfer Curler, I think is what it was called. Is that it? I was going to use that, but I had a sample, but it's kind of like bad, expired, so I couldn't use it. And I do have a lot of the what is this? Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Like, I love this. I don't use this. This is old, but I just love the packaging, so I keep it. But I do have a lot of the samples. But I decided to go with this one because I actually forgot about this one. It's the Tarteette. Yeah. And I just thought, well, I'll give it a whirl because I had forgotten even what I thought about it or anything. And let me tell you, these bristles hurt. I hit it on my other eye by accident. They hurt. They are spiky. But what I will say is it really does separate the lashes for sure. And the only thing I am really concerned with right now is transfer. Because I don't know if this transfers. Also, I don't know how old this is either, the sample. I never opened it. So I will say that, like, it could be fine. But I don't know if it, like, dries out before you even open it. Like, can they expire even though they've never been opened, I guess is my thing. I know once they've been opened that, you know, you're supposed to get rid of them in, like, 3 months. But if you don't open them, like, do they just last until whatever? I don't know. But this bristle, the bristles on this is very stiff. I guess it really just depends on what you want. If you want separation, this will give it to you. For sure, it does separate. It's giving me a little bit of length. Oops. I feel like, but not much, and same with volume. Look at that. Now this is just my first coat. I will go back in to apply another coat of it so you can see. Because of course we can't go by nothing with this other lash because it sucks. Those lashes of mine suck on that side. I mean, it don't look bad though. But I feel like these lashes on this side is better. Then for bottom mascara, I use my MAC, of course. I do think, though, with the Surfer one, I believe that I do use that on my bottom lashes. I think. I just got to get really close, because if not, we will have a mess. I'll just use this one. I don't believe the Surfer one smears or smudges or transfers or anything on my bottom. I know it don't on my top. It's one of my favorites for my top lashes. And I also thought with this look, I was going to use my new brown mascara by Charlotte Tilbury because I think this look would look really pretty with a brown mascara, but I wanted to keep it Tarte, so I didn't do that. But I do feel like this look would be very pretty with a brown mascara because it's just so, it's like simple and elegant, and I don't know, there's just something about this eyeshadow look I really like a lot. And I am glad. I was thinking not to purchase this palette because, come on, It is a basic palette. It is what it is, but there's nothing wrong with that. But I have all the Tartelette palettes, and I feel like I could create a similar look using one of them. But this is just, I just like small palettes, is what it boils down to. So I went ahead and just purchased it, and I'm glad I did, because I do like it a lot. And I can see myself, you know, using it a lot. Alright, so this is with 2 coats of mascara, what my top lashes look like. Again, it separates very well because of the hard bristles. And the second coat is giving me more volume. So it really just depends on what you want in a mascara. The only thing I want out of a mascara is A, I cannot smudge. Please do not smudge. And B, just make my lashes look like I have lashes, you know? That's all I really care about. If it does more, great. If it doesn't, fine. Just don't smudge and make them look like I have something there. If I could wear false lashes, I would. I think it would be so pretty. Especially, again, with something like this kind of look. Just a very simple lash. Or you can wear it like this and be just fine also. But I really enjoyed this, you all. Really did. I'm very shiny. I don't know what that's exactly about today, but I think I look a little too shiny on your end, but on my end, like, it's just it's just enough. Not too much. And you know what it is, actually? I think I know what it is. It's the bronzer, because I noticed that the it's got like a sheen to it, the bronzer does. It's not a matte bronzer, the Park Avenue Princess. I did notice that. And usually, generally, I go for matte bronzers. And I think that is what's throwing me off, especially because the fact that I've done my makeup the way I usually do is with a glowy everything else, that it's made me look very glowy. But it don't look bad on my end. It may look bad on yours though, but I will say it doesn't on mine. So I really enjoyed this. I love Tarte products. It is what it is. I think that sometimes these brands are getting overlooked due to all the indie brands, and I get it. I get you want to promote small businesses and indie brands, but you have to also see that if you're promoting an indie brand, it's kind of taken away from the bigger brands, in which case they can close. Revlon, you know, caught filing bankruptcy and stuff. But I think what it is that with indie brands, I do believe there's a need for them, because it makes all these other brands step it up a notch. Like, I real makeup geek, I'm going to miss it. I still have all that. So I do miss that. And I think about like Sydney Grace now. I just think that certain ones are there's a place for it. And then others I feel like are just kind of the same as the regular. I mean, they may be a little, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I do understand to promote an indie brand because they are smaller. But, you know, all these bigger brands were once little brands. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know which way to go. Exactly. Or how I feel. I don't know. I guess it's just whatever you like, you buy. In the end, you know what I mean? But I really like Tarte. I think it's a good brand. I think that they have really good products for a good price. And I absolutely love this eyeshadow look. Look at that. Look at that. Come on now. And though it did kind of take me a while because of, you know, me talking a lot. But in all honesty, if I was just sitting here doing my makeup, I guarantee it maybe would take 5 minutes to do your eyes, to do both of them. So if you're a beginner, I feel like this palette is very self-explanatory on where to put, you know what I mean? Like, I think you'll know what to do if you're a beginner. If you're more experienced, this is probably not anywhere in your league. Like I said, I think there's a place for everything. I believe these brands are more aiming for beginners, maybe even intermediate people, where if you're really good at makeup, these shadows aren't going to do much for you. Other than if you're in a hurry, you may need a quick look. You know, you might have one laying around. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I hope this helps you somehow. I don't know if you're thinking about this palette. Maybe you're not. I was looking at the other one, but it just wasn't my color story. And it was a little more expensive. And I didn't see a point because I really feel like this one's so pretty. This is the one to go for. My opinion. You know. But that is all I have for you today. I think I went over everything else that is on my face. Yes, I did. Yes. So, that is all. I'll see you in my next one. And until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.